Love Island is back. The first episode, it was so good. It did not give me the ick. Some of these dating shows be giving me the ick, but this one, I was just like here for it. It was so fun. Drama. It kept me on my toes. I was so happy with the first episode. I was surprised by some of the things that went down. But you know what? Thanks for joining me back here at Sunshine Rainbow, and let's get into it. So it opens up with that long intro. Watching them, I'm like, let's move on. It was like almost a 5-minute intro. It was ridiculously long. Our girl Shelly and Olandria opens up the episode. They come in with some really nice energy. They're vibing. They're looking gorgeous. The bodies are bodying. The faces are face carding. The first introduction we have is Shelly, who's 27 and a day trader living in New York, originally from Miami. She's a Haitian girl, and we're here for that. This is a Haitian girl channel, and I'm so happy to see Shelly here to represent looking gorgeous. She really comes off as very relatable in her intro. She says she dated girls before, she dated guys. That shocks me. I'm like, you a Haitian girl dating girls? Oh my God. That is rare and few in between. All right, Shelly, you are Americanized. You spicy. Next, have Olandria, who's 27. She works in the elevator escalator industry. What does that mean? I don't even know. A professional woman is what she's saying. She's a country girl from Cater, Alabama, living in Houston now, I believe. She does love herself a country man. So hopefully we can see her hook up with somebody that's more her type. When she said eating is a way to a man's heart, that kind of threw me off. I'm like, how is that still a thing? Like, who actually believes that? A man will literally eat your food and then go and sleep with somebody else. Let's not get it twisted, ladies. Food is not the way to a man's heart, okay? Let's end that myth, let's end that lie, and let's move on to the 21st century. One of the things I've noticed in her intro is her banging body. She's got all the assets from the front and the back. Alandria is looking good. Next, we have Huda come in the house, and you could just tell that when she meets the girls, there's one thing and one thing on her mind, and that's her baby at home, because she immediately opens up the conversation. Do you want to be a mother? Do you want to be a mother? Oh, I'm a mother. I'm a mother. And then she's like, oh, but keep it secret, okay? This is on the low. And I'm like, girl, you are ready to tell the world that you're a mother. You don't have it in you to lie about this. It does not seem like she's gonna be able to hold out on this secret that she wants to keep for very long. I'm more than okay with her not wanting to tell the guys. If she just wants to tell these two girls, that's fine. Whoever she wants to tell, that's fine. You can tell this is like a big thing for her, and she's just not able to hold it back too much. We get the introduction of Huda, who's 24. She's a fitness coach from North Carolina. And she lets us know that she had her baby when she was 19 years old. So her baby's 4 now. And Huda is a very beautiful girl. She's Middle Eastern. She does seem like a sweet girl from her intro. I know that like people are gonna have opinions for the fact that she is a mother on the show. No matter what, like mothers are not tied down to just being a mom. They're allowed to have a life. And if she has the support system to be able to do this show, why not? Her child is not an infant. Her child is not breastfeeding. Her child is 4 years old. And if she has the support, I feel like there's no room for really like judging her for trying to have a life. And then we see the final two girls enter the villa, Yelissa and Bella. We get Bella's intro, and she's 22 years old, born in Oregon, live in Hawaii. She seems to be the youngest ones of all the girls so far. She's a very beautiful girl, very sweet. She says she's here for her husband on Love Island. Girl, this is Love Island. This is not The Bachelorette. But good luck to her. Let's see if she can find some love. Yalissa's talking to the girls, and she lets them know that she was in a 9-year relationship, and the girls go, no ring? Yeah, no ring. Oh, damn. That's tragic. Yo, that was hilarious. Yulissa is a 27-year-old girl who's from Miami who owns a mobile bar on wheels. She says she's 4'10 and people think she's cute, but she got a lot of fire. And I believe her. I do. I believe you, Alyssa. I believe you're going to bring the fire to the season, and I'm here for it. She talks about how in her 9-year relationship, she gave him the wife treatment only to be left behind. She's just a walking cautionary tales about giving too much in a relationship and ending up with nothing. I Googled Yalissa's name and there was already like talk about her online and on TikTok about the fact that she's a Trump supporter, about the fact that she was caught in a podcast saying the N-word. The producers did not do a great background check on Yalissa. Yalissa. They're coming for you. There are talks of voting her out even before she even entered the island, girl. Let's see what kind of show she puts on for us, but she's not a fan favorite. She's giving Cuban, Miami, vote for Donald Trump. We vote for Donald Trump. All right, Yalissa. Ariana shows up and she comes to talk to the girls to get to know them. Alandria lets her know that she's been single for about 5 years and dating. And she talks about how healing from her 3-year relationship, she cuts people off very quickly, which I'm like, it's okay, girl. Sometimes people need to be cut out of your life. And we have Bella who opens up about the fact that she's an old soul. She's a Christian girl. Honestly, she's so cute, but girl, this is Love Island. Like, how is she a Christian woman coming here looking for her husband? Bella, you're adorable. You can tell she's 22. She's definitely giving that. And Huda opens up about the fact that her type of guy is a really pretty looking guy. She wants someone she can go like, damn. Someone who likes to go to the gym, someone who's as fit as she is. I'm here for the gym part. I'm here for the fit part. But when she says she just likes pretty guys, for me, that's like a red flag. When looks is everything, you're going to run into a lot of trouble, especially with her being a mother and that being her priority. That's giving red flags. And Shelly says that her ideal type is somebody with some aura, romantic, a gentleman, and family-oriented man. She seems to really know what she wants. And I like that for her. But party continues. We have the boys showing up. We have Nicholas and Ace. Nick is super cute. So is Ace. Immediately, you see Shelly is just shocked. And she's like, wow, this can't be real life. She knows Ace and she's shocked to see him there. It's funny because people online were already talking about this. They knew that she followed Ace online on Instagram and stuff. So some of the fans saw this one coming. She does know Ace. They met in New York outside of a club, but they never got together because he's in LA and she's in New York. It's a twist of fate to see them here together. And they asked Ace what he's looking for when he gets there. And he says he wants a family-oriented person. He said personality is important to him. He's looking for someone open-minded who he can fall in love with. Let's see if he's a lover boy or not. Ace's intro, he's 22 years old from Los Angeles. He's a dancer, has a dance company. He's a bright personality in his intros, just dancing, smiling. He seems like a fun guy all around. We have Alandria making fun of how old Ace is. She said, you still got breast milk on you, boy. You a baby. That got me. She funny. As the group is talking with Ariana, they ask Nick what he's looking for. Nick says that what he's looking for is quality time and physical touch because he was lacking that in his past relationships. And then we have Nick's intro. He's 24 years old. He's a registered nurse. All right, we here for the nurses. And he's so cute. He said he'd been to 44 different countries, seen all types of women, and he likes them spicy. And I'm thinking, bro, walking STD much? No, I'm just playing. Then next we have Taylor who walks into the house, coming in with his cowboy hat and his country fit. Taylor is 24, a rodeo contender from Oklahoma. He is a vet school student. He got a serious country twang, country accent to him. and he is here for some help finding love because Oklahoma's too small. Then we get the final two boys walking into the house, Jeremiah and Austin. Immediately upon walking in the house, Jeremiah hugs Huda, and I don't see him hugging nobody else. Austin is 26 years old, originally from Michigan. He lives in Fort Lauderdale, Florida now. He is a pool boy. He called his boss a cock block on television. He says his go-to pickup move is spilling a girl's drink and then saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, could I buy you a new drink?" Okay, Austin. Okay. His intro is very douchey, but let's see what he brings to the table. I know that before he came here, just like Yulissa, he was getting a lot of flack for being a Trump supporter. I did see that he liked some posts about Kamala Harris or something. To me, that's not enough to like vote him off the island. Yulissa is definitely enough to vote her off the island. She's just way too much. Then we have Jeremiah's intro. He's 25. He's a model in Los Angeles. And he also works as a caterer. He says that he's 3/4 a great guy and 1/4 a fuckboy, and he cheated on his ex. He says he's learned, so we'll have to see how he behaves in the island moving forward. He said he's looking for a girlfriend, so we'll see. And then it was time to get coupled up. So the guys were lined up and the girls got to select two people to make out with and pick of the two who they wanted to couple up with. And the names were drawn randomly. First to go was Shelly. She chose to kiss Austin and Ace and ended up matching with Ace. Then it was Huda's turn, and Huda immediately kisses Jeremiah first. It was a steamy, passionate kiss. And then next, she kissed Ace. I could tell her type. She did say she likes pretty boys, and both those guys have really pretty faces. In the end, she ended up picking Jeremiah to couple up with. Next to go up was Bella, and she was super cute with it. Instead of making out with them, she has Taylor and Nick kiss her on the cheek, and ultimately she decides to couple up with Nick. Then it was Alandria's turn, and she picks Taylor to kiss first. Then she kisses Nick, and she ends up choosing Taylor to couple up with. And she made out with Nick. That was so funny, considering that Bella didn't have him kiss her on the lips. Last one to go is Yulissa, and Yulissa ends up choosing to kiss Jeremiah and Ace, who are both coupled up. Yulissa makes out with Ace, and then she tries to make out with Jeremiah, but he's like, "Oh no, can I give you a kiss on the cheek?" Because he didn't want to disrespect Huda, who was standing right next to him. Immediately, Ace is like, I fucked up, didn't I? But you know what? He is only 22 and Shelly is 27. There's a huge age difference there. So I don't know if the age gap is going to be like a huge thing. Ultimately, she steals Ace from Shelly. By default, Shelly ends up coupled with Austin. So as follows, the couples are Nick and Bella, Ace and Yulissa, Taylor and Alandria, Huda and Jeremiah, and Shelly and Austin. Ariana leaves and the cast starts taking a tour and starts getting to know each other. We first see Alandria and Taylor having a conversation, and they're really vibing. They have a lot in common and they're joking around a lot, and the energy seems really good between them. And Alandria is really into country guys. Then next we see Shelly and Austin talking together, and she immediately asks him, "Hey, if you had the option to pick, who would you have chosen?" And he says he would have picked Bella or her. If that's true, we will never know. But I do believe him when he said he would have kissed Bella. Do I believe him when he says he would have kissed Shelly? I'm not 100% sure, but he does say that she was giving him the eyes earlier on. He noticed that she was kind of feeling him. In Shelly's confessional, she's trying to keep an open mind about Austin. You can tell that he's not her number one choice, but she's not trying to shut down either. She's trying to keep her options open. We see Yulissa and Ace talking. They're just kind of trying to see if there's a vibe there. And then we see Bella and Nick conversating, and he basically trying to make sure she feels comfortable sharing a bed, and considering that she didn't want to really kiss on the lips. And I feel like he's trying to make her feel comfortable. And he ends up saying in his confessional that he is looking for a kiss from her sooner than later. It's funny that he ends up teaming up with Bella, someone who's not very like outwardly affectionate, when he said that that's something he was looking for in a relationship. He's keeping his options open. But he is feeling Bella. You know, she's a beautiful girl, so he's feeling her. Then we have Huda and Jeremiah hanging out together, and they're vibing a lot. There's good energy between them. She's complimenting him. It's going good. They both confirmed that they're each other's type. When he first walked in, he said he picked her out, which we saw because he hugged her. They were vibing so much to the point that when they separated, he said, "Love you, bye." I was like, oh, Huda, no, why? And he's like, "Oops, I almost said it back." Oh, girl, you don't know this man. Hold it back. When the girls get together, you can tell that Huda is really hyping up Shelly right in front of Yulissa. And Shelly's talking about how she met Ace and how they were vibing and all that. And here's Huda talking about some, y'all ever hear about that invisible spring theory? She is just hyping up her girl. And Ulysses, she inserts herself and she's like, I feel like he's a little holding back with me. I wasn't trying to be messy. Girl, you were messy. You may not have tried, but you succeeded. What does Yoda say? There's no try, there's just do. So you just did the mess. And even in her confessional, she's not apologetic about him. And I don't think she should be. She's like, I have to do what I gotta do. Like, I gotta get my man. And I'm like, go for it, girl. Get your man. He's like, he's not closed off to Shelly. He really isn't closed off to Shelly. There's so much more to come. It's only the first night. And I'm excited to see the other bombshells that come into the house too, because I know it's going to be so much more drama. When the guys are talking, Ace calls out Jeremiah saying, okay, Mr. Closed Off. And Jeremiah's like, no, I'm not closed off. It's just my favorite basket. I'm not putting all my eggs in it though. They go to bed and it wraps up night one. In the morning, we see Yulissa talking to Bella about how she's really feeling Ace and how she thinks he's really cute. Nick, he talks about how he got a little bit of cuddles during the night from Bella. In his confessional, you see Nick talking about some Alandria caught his attention when she kissed him. He's still thinking about that kiss. Okay. All right, Nick. We see Austin and Shelly chatting up. They talk about the fact that they both want a family. He wants a big chaotic house. And in his confessional, he's definitely feeling Shelly. I think the more he's talking to her, the more into her he's getting. And he tells Shelly that, yeah, no one else piques my interest the way that you do. Yeah, I did not see this one coming. I did not see Shelly and Austin being a couple coming. Let's see if they can work out or if we can get some bombshells in here to shake it up. We see Jeremiah and Huda going into Soul Ties, and they're talking about their families, they're talking about their homes. And he brings up the fact that she has a 2-bedroom apartment. And he's like, what you got that extra room for? You got an office? And obviously, we know as the audience that it's for her child, but she's not ready to open up about that. So she just kind of says, oh, I'm not ready to talk about it. And she sidesteps the question, which is more than fair and okay for her to do. And they both affirm that they're really into each other and they're feeling each other. Ace pulls Shelly aside for a little bit of a conversation, and he asked her if she felt some type of way about him kissing Melissa in Switch Up, and she's like, no. She says she doesn't really, considering they're here to get to know other people, which is very mature of her. And when it's like about her, and if somebody else is interested in her, and Ace is like, oh no, if someone else shows interest in you, I'm a crash out. I'm a crash out about Shelly. You can really see the difference in age in that conversation where she's just taking the more mature approach. Like, this is Love Island. This is what we signed up for. And he's like, oh no, I'm a crash out. And they leave that conversation acknowledging that there is something between them. They just don't know what yet. They're partying at night, and Then Ariana comes and she gives them the blindfold challenge, where anyone in a couple can kiss someone outside of their couple, someone they're interested in, that they want to kiss, and it's all anonymous. And they don't have to tell each other who they kissed. Nick raised his hand, Ace raised his hand, Shelly raised her hand, Alandria raised her hand. The only couple did not raise their hand was Jeremiah and Huda. They're both obviously fully satisfied in their couple. Nick ends up kissing Alandria. And we have Shelly, who ends up kissing Ace. Alandria ends up kissing Ace, surprisingly. I was shocked. I did not see her kissing Ace. It did not give that for me. She didn't seem too attracted to him so far, so that shocked me. And we have Ace, who kisses Shelly and Huda. Wow, that was messy. When he kissed Huda too, I was like, oh man, Ace is messy, messy, messy. And then, shocker, we have the bombshells coming into the house, and the bombshells end up kissing everyone, leaving everyone shocked. The guy was gentlemanly enough to kiss Bella on the cheek, which was really sweet. But he kissed everybody. I was like, oh shoot, everybody got a kiss. The girl kissed all the guys, the guy kissed all the girls. Then Ariana asked everybody to take off their blindfold. And she's like, if you've been kissed at least once, raise your hand. Everyone raises their hand. She's like, surprise, surprise. We got a bombshell in the house. And she just drops that on them that there are 2 bombshells currently in the house. And when she asks, if you got kissed at least once, raise your hand, you can see Jeremiah is sweating. He's like, oh man, he didn't really want to have to say it. She lets them know that those final kisses were from those bombshells, and the episode ends. Great, great episode. Everything from the twist for Shelly and Ace to Alyssa. So for a first episode, this was really good. I see that after the episode aired that Huda was getting a lot of comments online about the fact that she didn't tell Jeremiah that she had a child when they were laying down and they were talking about the 2-bedroom apartments. That to me is like 100% fine. When a woman decides to tell somebody they have a child, it's totally up to them. And it's a non-judgment thing. Like when you choose to tell, that's none of our business. It doesn't really matter. This is a dating show. She literally just met the man a day ago. She doesn't leave the island for a while. Why would she tell him? She doesn't know if he's going to switch up on her when a bombshell comes in. Why would she tell him? I wouldn't tell him until I'm out. But we're different here. Alyssa, it's interesting that she's going around using the N-word. I don't know what gives her the idea that that's something that she should be doing, but I did not see her choosing the 2 black guys being a Trumper and also previously using the N-word as freely as she does, but she does end up going for the 2 black guys. Just some interesting side notes. Remember to support this young YouTube channel by hitting that like button, subscribing, and join the discussion in the comment section below. And check out another one of my videos. If there are any other small YouTubers supporting me here, please leave a comment with your channel, what your channel is about, and everyone else, please go visit their channel. Be supportive of the small creators. YouTube is nothing without its creators, and we're all just trying to do our best. So thank you for joining me again. Until next time.